It's important to get your finances together. And statistically, as African Americans and as Black people, we don't prepare.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like because it wasn't taught to us, we didn't know. So that's the thing that keeps me up at night, is making sure I have enough money to take care of myself. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. I don't want to have to, you know, depend on people.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps me up. Who does that remind you of? Coming to work the way they want to be and not.
Loni,
thank you.
love.
Thank you.
Last
Full
name is
transparency.
love, but it's not always love.
I am who I am, and that's all that I am. I'm bloody love and I'm flawed.
This is why I love, though, that you own it.
Good.
Explain from the own personal perspective of you, what is a flawed person coming to work
Yes.
I think that all days aren't bubbly days.
Yeah.
And I think that you should be allowed grace. If I get like, what you wanna call it? If somebody attacks me online,
Yeah.
I will not attack them back. And I think people think that they see me as this hard, like you, like hard ass, and you know,
You're looking for a fight.
Yeah. One thing y'all can say, and I've been on this show for 8 seasons, I've been called a lot of names by a lot of people. I am proud that I have not called anybody out of their name. Because I respect this culture, I respect Black people, I respect Black men, and I will not do that to my people. So I've been called a lot of names, and I've been misconstrued. Can't even say it. This is what I shouldn't be drinking and having this. But I've been called a lot of things, but I will not call it back to people, because in the end, words and names mean a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that to
Power.
sisters. I don't want to do that to women. I don't want to do that to people.
What is it that keeps you up at night?
Lord, oh, so many things that keep me up at night. But what really keeps me up at night is, as I get older, I want to make sure that I have money. Because
Yes.
I don't have a family, you know what I mean? And that's what really keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
You know-
You say you don't have a family.
No, when I say, you know, when you think about as you get older, you know, you see so many stories of people. And the reason why I'm crying is when I was 22 years old, I had my first major layoff at my job as an engineer. And people worked for 30 and 40 years. And they lost their job and they lost their pension. And that was one of the reasons why I decided to work for myself, because I said I didn't want to not have something.
Yeah.
And so that's what made me embark on having my own career and everything like that. And now that I do, I still think, well, you know, as you get older, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I don't have children. I do have a wonderful partner, but hell, I gotta take care of him too. Make sure he okay. You know, so it's like as you get older, when you don't have like that immediate family, I think, well, what's gonna happen to me at night? So I'm preparing.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, I prepare. That's how I am as an engineer. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm preparing for my golden years, as they say. I'll still be performing. I'll still be doing different things, but it's important to get your finances together. And statistically, as African Americans and as Black people, we don't prepare.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like because it wasn't taught to us, we didn't know. So that's the thing that keeps me up at night, is making sure I have enough money to take care of myself. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. I don't want to have to, you know, depend on people.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps me up. You know what? I ain't got my weave in today. It's all right. I'm still cute, boo. Okay? That's how you gotta have that attitude.
Okay,
Don't do it in the pool. I will say this though, you have to be with somebody you really trust, because it's really hard to wear protection in the jacuzzi. So don't do it with just, you know, anybody, okay? Somebody, you know, you check yourself out. This is a public service announcement. The grass is always greener on the other side, and that's why a lot of women don't want to leave, because they're thinking, well, what if I don't find anybody? And he's not doing anything wrong, so that's the reason why a lot of women stay. I also like to see how he handles drinking. So that's the reason why I like alcohol during my dates. Plus, he has to pay for the drink. See, this is a man that did this article. Talking mama, don't have no alcohol doing it. Yeah,
Okay.
because you cheat. That's what it is, all right?
Can
No,
we have a
I
little
don't have
conversation?
alcohol when I want to have alcohol. I'm a
Exactly.
sturdy girl. I can handle my liquor, all right? A lot of people, if you're feeling some type of way, a lot of times it's that you need to take a step back. But also, it's like when you support somebody and you love somebody, you let them, you accept them, and you don't have to get an explanation. To hold the glass, look at
Yes,
this.
yes.
And it's like the ice,
Yes, Lonnie.
you know, and then it's like, you got the smell.
Girl, you need a moment
And then you
to
looking
yourself?
in his eyes and you,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I do think that you can have soulmates and you can have multiple soulmates.
Yes, you can.
If it works out. When you're an older woman, you need to look out for what you want in a relationship. And sometimes when they that young, this 2 decades younger, they want different things. Right now, if you want a good time, fine. But if you got to think about, I'm just being real. You got to think about the longevity and long term and what it is that you want.
Married? Do you
I
think
don't
she
know.
wants to get married?
I'm saying I'm doing a general message as a woman who
This
has
is a
dated
PSA.
younger.
This is a
This
PSA.
is my responsibility to do this.
Lonnie
to
is
get
saying,
this
I get it.
message
You're
out.
saying, depending on what you are looking for in a relationship, just be prepared that somebody 2 decades younger might not have the experience you need for your expectations, no matter what they
28 is a whole 2 decades where you don't know if he want kids. You got to talk about this and then falling in love. You might think you having a good time, then before you know it, you in love with this young thing. You know what I'm saying?
I
And then
gotta
he
say,
feel
though-
a certain type of way. Be careful.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying. That's not why you're single, sweetie. So stop listening to the wrong people, okay? There's a lot of factors to why there are a lot of single women, especially in the African-American community. When we're talking about jobs for black men to be able to leave, when we're talking about the fact that you have a lot of single women in mass incarceration. So please don't feel bad that because maybe you're a little bossy, a little mouthy, that you can't find somebody. I think that it's important as you, especially when you're young. I wish someone would have told me younger to study mindfulness and meditation because I was a mess younger when it comes to not getting what I want. I was frustrated. I wasn't at peace with myself. I would beat myself up for a lot of things. And as you get older, but it's still a challenge. I have to be honest. For me, it's still a challenge because I want what I want. And so what I have to do is I have to focus and I have to, slow my mind down. And I have to say, okay, and in the end, it works out. You don't have to buy the actual brand name outfit.
No.
Buy the knockoff, take that selfie and be like, hey, I really don't care what a man thinks about. I'm worried about my own body, but okay.